Just look at this with me and tell me if I don't know what I'm saying. A lot of game has changed. For a very long time, we have been putting ourselves in a midst of what it must be a storyline that has changed so far. This is why we must be contented on the struggle, because as long as we are pushing through this whole expensive knowledge, we must again proactivate ourselves into what is becoming, and that's where the game starts from. As we are convinced with so much knowledge, so much posterity, we must as well be more careful not to feel so relaxed on what is already happening. Biafra is gradually becoming a struggle of knowledge. It's not a weapon of mass destruction, no, it's a weapon of knowledge. And as we continue to watch how everything unveils itself, watch the big room play out in a certain way, I must really understand that things must be done as it should. So one must look at things the way it should go, and as well calculate the most important virtues, because everything that has been written down must be prepared in such a way. So let's be prepared as things begin to unveil. Things must be done in a prosperous way. Things must be done in a way that seems right. Things must be done in a well calculated manner, a manner in which everybody will look at it and say, this can only be a struggle by the Biafran race. So permit me to quickly introduce this whole thing in accordance, because as struggles are being fought in such a way, and things are put in a proper disorder, this must be a proactiveness. One for one, two for two, more interesting, the victory we seek for. It's a journey of no return. for the politicians that has been arrested by the Finnish government after Simon Ekpa was arrested. But if you are going to pay attention, I'm going to give you some hints that will definitely help you out. These are hints that one must look and see the actual sense that we have been making. It'll take some time. It'll take some time, you know. I'm fully aware that we cannot be in this place and be in that place at the same time. This is as a result of what has already happened closely, monitored closely. If we had more options, I would say don't be too foolish not to know that Biafra restoration is now coming to pass. And being foolish is what must be done. So, as we continue in this sense, as we continue in this light, these proclamations and what must be done. So, as we position ourselves into not being taken for granted, we must at the same time not reluctantly know that what these people have committed against Biafra is bigger and more expenditures. So let's take a fact and let's take a look. Biafra Republic has become one sense that must be made. And so as we are pushing this whole situation room, we must take our fulfilledness into becoming the light. So this is the game change. That we're already talking about. Everything must be looked across. As long as we are not convinced